So grant sublight remote access to the station. Which station was that we're going to? It'll show me. HRS 1084. Okay, a satellite in the outer part of the Halcyon system, Heliospheric Research Station 1084 is technically owned by the board, but has been long since abandoned.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Okay, let's head out. I'll just keep these two. Also, I'm going to see if either of them needs an upgrade to their armor. 58, and our body has 41. Oh my god, okay. My armor was crap. Look at that, only 33. It's level 18. Man, I really need to upgrade you guys. This is 18 too. Wow. Alright, well, that's something to do later, I guess. I always say, I'll do it later, and then I never do. I thought I saw, like, something shimmering or something weird. Oh, it's the restricted access.
We should get the power generator going again. Might cheer up the place.
Is this because, the guy back at that place, I can't even think of what it was called now. The one that I talked to that allowed me to just go inside, like I bluffed my way through. Or is it just because the power's off? What is this? Shipment manifest, shipping label, 1 case of UDL concussive mines to HRS 1084, signed by Chief of Security Ida Kimball. Or Ida, either one of those, Ida. Warning! Contents may have shifted in transit. Warranty is void on any and all detonated mines, regardless of cause. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying mines is a fireable offense. Mines are not a company-authorized decoration, pet, or sporting equipment. Mines are not suitable for ingestion. Mines are not eligible for any recycling promotion. Do not purposefully stand, sit, or recline on mines. Mines are not your friend. UDL claims no liability for any actions taken or not taken by mines. Mines don't take actions. UDL recognizes that you could have chosen any remote explosives provider. Your commitment guarantees product quality and safety, asterisk, quality and safety not guaranteed for many shipments to come. Thank you and have a pleasant detonation. Is this locked too? Yep. Take us until the power's on. I just want to look around at everything before we go. Mind your head. There's some mines back there. Lots of explosive containers. Loose lips. Pink slips. Okay, before I go in there... let's just grab that up, okay. Right, I think that there's nothing else out here for me, so let's go ahead. Yeah, alright. Oh, I was a little too close. Alright, I'll be fine. What's that? Oh, identity cartridge. Not that we really need it. Glacier water. Fancy. So much stuff that I can take. Oh my god. I don't need any of this. Why am I taking it? What is that? The Oxonian. Oh, it's a Jalakur. Simple, classic, time-honored, the top hat, the most venerable of all headwear, now available from Jalakur. it's two-handed melee. I mean, it does go with that outfit, doesn't it? But not that I can see it since I have headgear disabled. I would turn it on just to see what it looks like, but because of the way that my graphics are set up, if I try to go into the menu, or the settings menu for any reason, it breaks, and I have to, like, reset the game. Because I have to, what I'm doing is I have the graphics set by the config file set to read only, so if I try to open the settings menu, it automatically, it tries to automatically change the settings to something else, but then it can't, so it just gets stuck in this loop of trying to write to the file, and then it can't, so it tries to write to the file, and it can't. UDL would like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable case of loss of life in its facilities. Lab 1084, high security containment. But what are they containing? Engineering section terminal, generator status active, generator mode maintenance, 2% output. Right, well, put it to normal. Oh boy. Engineering section terminal, set to normal, disable emergency lighting, activate lights, activating security protocols, activating air recyclers. New laboratory scent option selected. Oh boy. Does it smell like a laboratory, or is it that the laboratory smells like a different scent? Flushing toilets. Error flushing toilets. See maintenance log. Status report. Non-critical issues 1. Critical issues 1. Non-critical 2. Issue 1. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Replacement part ordered 1,243 days ago. Non-critical. Issue 1. Sensors indicate alta vitae gas is leaking from storage tanks. Alta vitae gas is toxic to humans. Oh no. Admin override. Priority set to non-critical. Of course. Because it was supposed to be a critical issue and they just downgraded it. Management does not utilize the alta vitae gas tank storage room. Does that mean that because management doesn't go in there that they put it to non-critical? Or that they're just not using alta vitae on this system, or on this, whatever. Issue 2. Sensors detect that the new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Oh no. Repair toilet. The existing work order was opened 991 days ago and was last accessed 991 days ago. So, it was only opened like a little under 1,000 days ago, but the problem was much older than that, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 2,000 days or something? Is there anything else? No.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What's going on? How did you get on this? How are you interfacing with this?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
She thought that I was Captain Taze, but oh no, I'm just one of your people over here. Let's see. My team has already handled this issue, soldier. Your squad can depart. Smuggler's been handled. Your team isn't cleared to dock at the station. That's need to know, soldier. Now depart before you're reassigned to sewage detail.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
I already reactivated the automechs. Your readout must be on a delay, or you shouldn't even know about this station, soldier, let alone interface with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, because I already went with the whole, like, I'm the boss trying to tell her off. Now, I'm gonna continue that. You shouldn't even know about this station, soldier, let alone interface with it.
Shit. Thanks for the warning. Last thing I need is to get fined for overriding security on a restricted station. My team and I will just head out then.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Good, good.
Don't, boss. You got a real fine way with words.
So, they shouldn't be active now, should they? The automechs. Is this open? No, it's not. Good, good. Is this open? No. Wasn't there another terminal I need to go through? Yeah, none of that stuff seems to be active. This all was open before, now it's closed. What? Oh, come on. I thought none of you were active. Or maybe they're not, because they're still on their platforms. Ah, it's barred. Let's just close that up. Actually, she's gonna open it right up. Bypass shunt, mag pick. Man, whatever that is. Hydrogen peroxide. Is it effective enough? Triclosan. Menthol. Why do all these? Why do they have those things up there? Let's see. Priority user Kimball I. So this is Ida's terminal or Ida's terminal. Messages. To redacted. Subject. Re your concerns. Is this the... This must be the first because the second one's a draft. Okay. From Kimball to redacted. Of course morale is low. You gave those PhDs tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test it on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree, Kimball. You asked that I reach out. I'm doing so. Is something amiss with the team? How's their morale, their commitment to the project? Okay, so that one was the first, and then that came second. Bedtime story. From Kimball I to Kimball A. Wait, who is Kimball A? Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier, while the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses. Well, yeah, what a princess that is. The soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending? Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Aw. Aw. Security. Can't change anything, can we? Just gonna see if I can turn off security from here, but I guess it doesn't matter because it was never activated. Any more? There's one.
Step lively, Captain. The floor's got teeth.
Oh, I was too close to that one. Okay, I could pick that, or I could use a key card that I don't have. I'll come back, though. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. This might turn it off right here. Security routines. The UDL Electrofloor 3000 is online. Disengage. Personal files? Oh, Mama Bear. This is from that lady we were reading about just a bit ago. Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electrofloor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. So the docks are all oh, what is this? Oh, is this a good helmet? So the docks are all testing this gas on themselves or on each other. Level 2033. Oh no, okay, that's way better. Sticking with that. Before I go in here, wasn't there one more doorway back here? Because it seems like that down there was the way to go, and I just want to explore everything while I have the chance to. Encode keycard. Oh, this would be for downstairs. Okay. No blank UDL keycard found in encoding slot. Please make sure a blank UDL brand keycard is inserted before attempting to use the encoding function. Messages. From redacted. Subject closing down. From redacted to station security all, subject closing down. A transport vessel has been dispatched to HRS 1084. I've taken the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company-branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Do not interfere with the tanks. A cleanup crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy, Jesus, can speak to a Spacer Care-approved alienist. Personal files. Notes on Guthrie J. James is gone, and he never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. Oh, is this one of the scientists? Or maybe he was just bad at goodbyes. When I saw what was left of him, I wanted to airlock everyone who would let it happen, or who let it happen. You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. The bits aren't worth it. I've requested a transfer. I get the impression I'm not the only one. Chief Kimball. Kimball thinks there will be trouble once the docks run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set her straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk last night, said that if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. Hope it never comes to that. Okay, the daughter was Ida, right? Is that a... no, thought maybe it was something. Is this a good weapon? Probably not, but I'll just take it. There's the blank card. Again, not that I need it. Oh. There we go. Don't need that, but I can take this and that and that. Sure. Right. I don't need this card, but I'm going to encode it anyway. Oh crap, what was it? That's to crouch.
Got it.
Where does this go to? There's a lot more to this station than I thought there was. Hunting rifle. Why did the scientist need a hunting rifle? Somebody destroyed that. Everything's offline, so I don't really have to worry about this. This was probably here so that you could hide from the auto mechanicals and shoot them. Watch it, Felix. Oh god. Ah, too close. Oh. Permanent concussion. Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental faculties have been permanently affected. No thank you. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna save that. These are just bedrooms, right? It's just your shower and toilet and everything all together. I mean, I guess if you got this whole combination toilet shower, you can make your poopsies and then just stand up and immediately wash your butt. So you don't even need toilet paper. Oh look, it's so economical. I thought that was something there. It's just like a little... I guess that's like a little reading light, isn't it? Because you can like lay here in bed and then you got a little bit of a light right above you. That's useful. Ammo, bits, smokes, and backpick. What is that supposed to be? Are those really weird looking towels? Okay, this is just all a barracks section. They left all of their personal effects behind. Okay, on to the big part here.
I think they're still alive in there.
Think so? Okay, these... You're deactivated, right? God, I hope so. I don't want to have to deal with anything. I want to have a nice time here. What is this? Holding Tank 002 log. Subject Dr. Claire Pearsall. Current status alive, unstable. Stasis active. Notes, subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time, I swear. We'll bring you back. With love, Dr. Eva Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fall, Dr. James Guthrie. What were they doing? I guess I'm going to find out if those things activate very shortly. Holding Tank 3. Dr. James Guthrie. Oh, so this must be after the other one. Alive, extremely unstable, stasis active. Note, subject will need extensive nuclear resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you and fix this. I swear it. Please forgive us. Dr. Eva Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fall. Oh, are we going to find Chartrand or Fall in one of the next ones? No? Okay, good. They're not active. Don't have to deal with that. Let's see. Another UDL terminal. Lab 1084. Executive records classified. Personal terminal of Chartrand. Okay, it has been 17 days since last login. Security routines. Modify systems access protocols. Admin location Byzantium. Admin username HHCVP0257. Insert sublight override. Transfer of admin privileges successfully completed. Continue. Accessing override data, displaying automated confirmation. If you're reading this, you're standing in the legal property of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut. Oh good, I can still activate the personal quarters. Unlocked. Great. Project summary. Extensive Research Focus Group E177J48, purpose biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. What are they hybridizing? Active team members Chartrand E, Fall L. Okay, so those two did not end up in one of the tubes then. Inactive. Guthrie J, McNulty C, Pearsall C, Ryal T. What about the other one who was down there? That was James in the middle, right? Goal, further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from halcyon native fauna. So they're trying to chimera-size? Would that be the word? Trying to make chimeras out of humans and raptidons. Oh no. Messages. From Redacted, Station Morale. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Logs. 3 priority entries found from user Chartrand E. Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Claire. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. So they're just, that's like they were saying earlier, they need more warm bodies for this test, but now that they don't have them, they're just doing it on each other. So they're drawing straws to see who's being tested on. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. I wonder, is that a part of Claire's or is that separate? Let's see, I'll do James first. This log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Right, executive, yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, transmission begins. Chartrand. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted... Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override. Password, Antediluvian. I've heard that password before, right? Who else used that password? Audible sigh. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. Assault cruiser? Why are they sending an assault cruiser to Earth? My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesi Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084 misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an Transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Duration indefinite. Huh. I wonder who Redacted was. Could that have been Rockwell?
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce.
Chartrand. I've seen that name before somewhere. Cascadia, right?
Is what happened in Cascadia related to this? Oh, it's too bad I can't read that note. Lots of vodka by her bed. What's this? Skill bonus cause bleed duration plus their outcome. Nothing else here. Guess that's it. We're out. Keep up the good work, robots. Nothing gonna happen. Something pop out. Thought for a second that was something else there. That was just that little station where we got the key card that we didn't need.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Alright, back to the groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Need to turn this into, what's her name? Lilya, right?
Please avoid damage to yourself or others.
Can I just teleport over to her? Oh, the map has not loaded. Okay, there it is. Oh, we can go out to the promenade at least. Oh, it's all the way at the end. Okay. But that's fine, because Sublight is right here. Hello again, Lilya. I know it's been a while.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Happy to help. Oh, what? I thought I would have a Intimidate 100 by now, because I've got that fancy new suit on. Oh well. You'll also find some automech salvage awaiting new owners. The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
Actually, zero. A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you.
No.
Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Oh, I'm not perceptive enough. Rare gas and a lab that tested it on people couldn't have been a coincidence. Is this about your cloak and dagger warnings? Listening? Hope that means I'm due for a raise. Yeah, is this about your cloak and dagger warnings?
That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection. And more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Really, it seems that way, like how they're hybridizing humans with, like, local fauna. Bad news, truth about the human tailbone? You had my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Alright, the Alta Vitae was at Cascadia. That's the connection between them. Okay. I'm guessing you have an idea? Maybe they're just hiding expensive research from pirates? Yeah, I'm thinking you probably have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
Alright, I can do it. Open mind. Mind fully opened.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
I knew it. Aliens from other worlds been visiting Halcyon.
At least one of your crew can keep an open mind. But this isn't some Aetherwave serial, Millstone. This is reality.
So, there are all these, like, you know, there are aliens on these planets already. Well, I mean, we're technically the aliens to those planets, but, you know, from our perspective, you go to, like, Monarch, and there's all these Raptidons and whatnot. So, aliens exist, we just don't know whether there are intelligent aliens, but she seems to think there are. Aliens?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Damn, she's serious. Tragic, ain't it? What age does to your mental faculties?
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
Yes, a few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Okay. When you say aliens, what are you talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you? Enough, tell me what needs to be done. Really don't know what to make of this. Yeah, how do you know I'm not an alien spy?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
So, she thinks that the hybridization of humans and the alien animals, basically, are themselves then aliens that could turn against humanity? We're coming to get you, Lilya! Well, that's comforting.
Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I hardly ever use that ability, but... I really don't know what to make of this, Lilya.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does she need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness.
Oh, well, that is good.
Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Yeah, but she made the cysts so juicy. When did Sublight get so principled? Your concern for the fate of our species is admirable. Kinda gotta say, yeah, because you guys are pirates. When did you get so principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me.
Ah.
I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds messy, murder isn't covered, where does Chartrand fit into the conspiracy theory? The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks?
Well,
Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
so where does Chartran fit into the alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
Alright, sounds messy. Well, do I want to say that? Murder isn't covered under my contract or employment agreement. That's probably to turn it down. Alright, sounds messy, but I'll take it.
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
You know, I am gonna talk to her though, Lilya, because you're sounding crazier and crazier. What's that book? Sublay, a legitimate business. Have I read this before? Contractors, if the authorities are on your heels, our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved borscht, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version, if we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of borscht in a Sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are cataloged as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. Man, let's see what kind of comments we get in the elevator ride. Anything? Parvati? Felix? Nothing. Thought for sure they'd have something to say. We can just teleport, but I'm hoping that they're gonna comment on something as we're leaving. But it doesn't seem that they are. Well, let's head to her private estates in Byzantium and talk to her. Use our skills. Actually, what level are my skills? God, my persuade is crazy. Oh, look how close I am to 100 on my my lying and intimidating. Man, persuade is so good. My next level up, I need to just pour in lie and intimidate to get 100. Oh, there's new stuff on the codex. Okay, that's fine. Oh, actually, set that.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Oh, I wouldn't let that happen to you, friend. Come on. To Byzantium!
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Thank you.
We'll be here, Captain. Or will we? Haha. Just a little joke for you.